Yeah, I'm here again, and you know what that means. "2024 is here, which means that this year I will be seeing Taylor Swift. The Eras Tour has been such a big part of my life. It literally only started last year, and it has changed so much of my life. It's given me content for YouTube that I have thoroughly enjoyed making. It's given me an Etsy store that I was consistently putting up tour posters for, which even though I'm not currently making them for every show anymore, you can order them custom on my Etsy shop. That's still available. It's been a huge part of my life, and it's brought me closer to the Swiftie community, which has been really, really fun. I can't even begin to tell you how much of an impact it's had on my life. So for those who don't know, I had a really tumultuous time getting the Eras Tour tickets for the Australian Eras Tour ticket purchasing saga. I took days off work to try and get these tickets, even though I was there for 8 hours in the day, literally sitting at a screen, watching the little ticker go and go and go, knowing that I'm never going to get my chance. Yeah, I did that. I did that because I wanted to go just so badly. And you know what? It was the worst time of my life. But a few months ago, they did a resale date. I believe it was all new seats. It was seats that they just had extra of during the time of purchasing, as well as potentially some people that might have had refunds on tickets. I'm not 100% sure. I don't sell tickets. And either way, my partner and I got tickets to the Sydney Monday show, which is happening at the end of February, and I'm so excited. So because I am going, I thought it would be fun to do something for everyone that is also going and help everyone find last minute Eras Tour outfits. Part of the fun of the Eras Tour is finding something fun to wear that someone will point at and be like, oh my God, I know what you're trying to refer to. Like literally I've spent so many hours watching Eras Tour outfit videos. Let's not think about how many hours I've spent doing that. Everyone is so creative. This community is literally the most creative community on the planet. And so I wanted to help Australian Swifties specifically because I feel like there's a lot of help for American Swifties in finding outfits, especially through Amazon. And all the links don't work for Australia. All the items don't ship to Australia. It's pretty well useless to us. We're fighting out here for our lives. Anyone that is trying to do this kind of relatively on the cheap, we're fighting for our lives out here. We're out in the trenches. And anyway, because I'm such a lovely person, I thought that it would be fun to assist you all in finding one shop that might be a great resource for all of you. If you haven't already shopped there, this is probably a one-stop shop for you in terms of anything Eras Tour or anything party related, but generally, they've got a lot of stuff for the Eras Tour, so I thought I would share it with you. I am known for dabbling in creating an outfit that is inspired by a Taylor Swift era. Only a few months ago, I went to my cousin's wedding in what was effectively a Midnights era look. The dress that I got for it was from the shop called Showpo, which I have had very good luck with. I've gotten 3 dresses from there before, actually all from op shops, funnily enough, and they've all fit me perfectly. And if you know anything about me, I struggle so much with finding clothes. I'm not even a particularly interesting dress size. I just struggle a lot with finding things that make me feel comfortable, and Showpo has been a pretty consistent brand for me to shop with. So I wanted to give them a kind of shout out. I'm not partnering with them. I just really like the store. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that you can get from there. So with that in mind, I'm going to show you some options for each era, and I'm also going to show you what I am planning on wearing for the Eras Tour myself. Now, just setting some expectations, the Eras Tour is happening in Australia in the middle of summer, so there will not be any Folklore or Evermore trench coat looks or fabulous woolly coat looks. Cardigans will not be present because that's just not something that we're likely going to be able to achieve unless we want heat strokes. So for the safety of all of us, I've decided not to include them in this little look. So without further ado, let's move on to debut era. So for debut, I've got a few influences. Obviously, I'm thinking greens and blues. I'm thinking that kind of seafoam green that is synonymous with the album. I'm also thinking about white little dresses, like she wears on the front cover of the album, but also in a lot of the film clips like Tim McGraw. It's no secret that Debut is not my favorite album, but nevertheless, I found a few things that I thought might be fun. You deserve to have something fun and funky fresh to wear for this just as much as the rest of us. So the first dress here that I wanted to share with you, I thought this screamed the album cover. It's one of those pieces that I feel like you could build upon and create something that's like exactly what you're looking for with Debut. It's definitely a little bit more comfortable. It's still fun and like a flirty kind of material, but it's definitely comfortable, breathable for the summer session that we're all going to be out in. Just imagine it with a brown cowboy boot and lots of gold jewelry, and I think you got a solid outfit. The next one here is also cute and comfy. It's that seafoamy green, what we love to see, you know? It's also lovely and flouncy, which I feel like is part of that era. But yes, so cute and comfy. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, put that down. Now the next one here, I'm definitely taking inspiration from the cover. Again, imagine this in brown cowboy boots. You cannot go wrong. It's also, yeah, reminding me of Tim McGraw. I think Tim McGraw was a huge inspiration for the looks that I had for this, just because it is kind of an iconic music video, you know? This last one here for Debut is, as soon as I saw it, I said, that's our song. So yes, that's what I was thinking with this one. You could pair this up. You could do your hair just like she does it in the music video and you'd have a solid look. I hope that you love it. I hope that you consider it. Some options for you, probably not as many certainly as the next few sections that I have. Anyway, now these things will change. Fearless. Fearless is the album that got me into Taylor Swift, so it's very special to me, and there are a lot of fun looks on showpo that I think kind of encapsulate the era. I've actually got two that have pretty well the similar beading style. It's almost like the, what's it called? It's like the it's like the fringe moment, but it's like the 1989 fringe. She was wearing this kind of stuff during the Fearless tour, which is why I added it. Got it in a few silhouettes. So there's a kind of straight up and down one, and then there's a fit and flare kind of moment, which is a little bit more my style personally. I like having a accentuate whatever waist I have left on my body. But imagine it with black boots. It's perfect. That would definitely be a fun look. I feel like the fun looks are definitely beginning. Sorry, Debut, I didn't have that many fun looks for you, but Fearless is where it's starting. This next dress, oh my God. It's so pretty. Again, black boots. I'm thinking knee-high boots. Oh, could you imagine? You really could do a lot with it too. So anyway, onto the fringe that I was talking about before. Now, showpo has a number of fringe outfits. This one is a straight up and down fringe look. It comes in a bunch of different colors and is definitely straight from the Fearless original tour, I would say. This girl loved a little bit of fringe, and I think I'd be a sinner if I didn't include it in this video. Yeah, I wanted to give you a few options also with colors. Even though it's probably less Fearless specifically, I just wanted to show you that there is options for other eras if you do like fringe. It's not something for me specifically, but I do really like it. I think if I had the body type for it, I might go for something like this. So fun. Next chapter. Speak Now. Speak Now feels like my child. I love Speak Now. As I was writing the script, I was like, I want to call this my favorite album. I'm really doing Folklore a disservice. This is genuinely probably currently my most beloved album. I listen to it all the time, pretty well since the Taylor's version came out. It's been my number one listened to album for sure. I just love it so much. And because this is the era that I decided to pick to use as my inspiration, I've got a lot of options for you. So I hope that you are looking to do Speak Now as your inspiration. I hope that the one song in the set list is not deterring you from representing this era. But yes, I've got a lot of options for you because this is personally the era that I wanted to dress from. This first dress is so cute. And I know maybe it's not specifically giving a music video or anything, but it is definitely giving the vibe of the album. I was trying to do everything but put in the purple dress that she wears on the tour. I fucking hate that dress. It was cute for the time. It definitely fit for the time. It's no longer that time. So we needed to find a little bit more updated. And so I thought that not only this color, but this style overall still kind of encapsulated that era of like cutie, vintagey inspired dresses, but a little bit more updated. And then the next one here is a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more effortless. The ruffles kind of made me think of the new Speak Now cover. So that's why I included that. It's also more comfortable. You could dress it up, but it's a more comfortable look. You'll be very happy on the day if it's super hot. Now this dress is like the perfect color. It's a perfect Speak Now, especially Taylor's version color. I think it's very flattering, and I especially love the the silhouette, it's dead on. I think it's dead on. And just imagine it. Just imagine it dressed up with accessories. You could do anything. I think it's perfect if you wanted to have tons and tons of friendship bracelets. It's not detracting from whatever other elegance you want to wear on the day. The next one here is giving Mean music video. I also think that this one might be good for other eras. This could be good for Fearless. This could be good for Folklore. But specifically, I was thinking of Mean when I picked this one out. It's all about how you accessorize in the end. So cowboy boots or little flats. This one's another one for Mean. You can tell I really like the Mean music video. This is On the Train Tracks Mean. I'm gonna look back at this and be like, that's nothing like the music video. It was just giving the vibe, okay? This next one is probably my personal favorite. It's giving the back cover of Speak Now, Taylor's version. I love this so much. I know exactly how I would dress this up. And without spoiling too much about what I am planning on actually wearing on the day, this one was such a contender. If it wasn't for the fact that my size is out of stock in this dress, and when I read online that this is maybe a fit smaller than the size kind of dress rather than true to fit to the size, I would have snatched this one up. So if it comes back in stock, I might change my mind. But for now, it's just a dream. And hopefully if you're of a different size than me, this can be your reality. Now for some specifically Eras Tour inspiration. This one is reminding me so much of that Eras Tour outfit that everyone seems to hate. The one that everyone's calling the mold dress. I actually really like that dress, and I thought that this one looked kind of like it with all the little frilly flowers and stuff on the shoulder. So if you liked the mold dress, then that one's for you specifically. And then I found this other one that's kind of more, it's also kind of giving mold dress, but there was another version of the dress that I think that this more was inspired by. But yes, if you like it, if you like the vibe, that's something for you for this era. Anyway, I'm standing here hoping this gets to you. Red. Red, my beloved. Red, I just got on vinyl. I got the red version of Red on vinyl for Christmas from my partner. It's a very special album. It has probably the best vault songs of all the Taylor's versions so far. Controversial opinion. And also, I would say, has maybe the most lackluster of Eras Tour outfits, like in terms of what Taylor actually wears. Not a lot going on at the moment. Okay, I've seen it. Hate that really long jacket thing that she wears in the All Too Well song. It's kind of giving nothing. Go on, girl, give us nothing. However, there are some kind of party-ish looks that you could create based on those that I think are fun and maybe are more fun than her little jumpsuit that she wears. So specifically, this top and skirt combo is definitely giving red to me. It's so sparkly and super pretty. But if you wanted to swap out the skirt, there's also these black little shorts that are pretty much the inverse of the jumpsuit that she wears for the tour. So I thought that that was a really fun option. And I really hope that someone does that, because if red was my favorite era, I would be doing that straight away. Straight away, it's so pretty. There's the red version of that purple dress that I was talking about for Speak Now. It's so nice. I think it's so nice. Could you imagine if you just dress it up a little bit? Pop on the bowler hat and fake glasses. Yeah, you've got to look right there. You've got to look. Let me tell you, ballet flats, you got to look. And then lastly, is it just a pretty red dress? Yes. Would it be really pretty to wear for the Eras Tour? Yes. You're welcome. These next looks never go out of style. You got that James look in your eye. Is this getting annoying? I hope not. 1989 has definitely the best representation on the website, Showpo's website. You've got nearly infinite options. And so I had to just get a few options. I didn't want to drag this one out for you all, but here are some beautiful looks for you. I think specifically, there are some looks that look almost identical to what she actually wears for that era on the tour. The two-piece set. There's pretty well identical ones on here. The first one obviously being this beautiful tealy kind of color. There's also a champagne and a black. All of these are definitely giving eras. All of these are giving 1989. You know, it's so beautiful. And they even kind of look like the 1989 tour specific outfits. So beautiful, beautiful. There's also a pinky kind of color if you wanted to do more of a lover theme. I know that she did do pink, but it was more of a vibrant pink, and the pink that Showpo has is more of a pastel-y kind of pink. That kind of fits more Lover in my opinion, but that's definitely an option. This next one here reminds me so much of one of the 1989 tour fits. I had to put it in here. It's so cute. It's also could be good for You Need to Calm Down if you want to do a look with that, and then the pink jacket over the top. That would be so cute. But yeah, I wanted to keep it in the 1989 section because it looks almost identical to the one that she wears on 1989 tour. Yeah, could you imagine? You could edit half of these and it'd be, oh, so amazing. Here I've got this little look that kind of looks like Blank Space, the dress that she wears in that with the little robe over the top. That's an idea for you. I think that would be a really cute look. Could you imagine accessorizing with a golf club? That's something that you could do. Get creative, everyone. This next one is very 1989 Taylor's version to me. It's definitely, it's given me on the beach. It's just me on the beach frolicking around. You know what I mean? It's giving holiday house. It's so cute. I love it so much. And the next one is also kind of 1989 Taylor's version, but kind of more put together with the boning and stuff on the dress. It's so pretty, so pretty. There's also a darker blue color of this one, which I probably would put more midnights. It's so pretty nonetheless. I definitely think it's an option. And then this last one here is, to me, this is just screaming Wonderland. I think it's so cute. It looks just like an Alice in Wonderland kind of dress with the little... the little meshy kind of shoulder bits. I love it. I think it's so cute. Are you ready for it? I had a little bit of trouble with Reputation, I'm not gonna lie. I do think that it's pretty represented for most of the Eras tour outfits that I've seen. I think a lot of people have some really good ideas for what to do with that. So maybe I'm hoping you don't need that much inspiration, a lot of black, a lot of skin tight bodysuits. I think you've got this one. But in terms of what I found on Showpo, I found this really cute bodysuit. It's velvet burned out bodysuit. It's really cute, and I think it could be a really cute kind of toned down look. I know you could probably wear this with little shorts or something like that, or those snake tights that I see everyone wearing. You could definitely pair them together. And I also found this little jeweled halter neck top, which you could kind of wear over the top of maybe a more plain black bodysuit. I don't know, I just thought it looked cool, and I thought it looked kind of Reputation-y. So I wanted to include it. And now bringing up those snake tights again, I thought that this dress specifically would look really pretty with those. Could you imagine them? And then some strappy black shoes. Oh, it would look so cute. Definitely what I would probably wear for a Reputation kind of look. And then this last one kind of makes me think of dress. I love it. It's so nice and flouncy. It's beautiful. I did actually find a kind of top bodysuit kind of thing, military style thing on ASOS, which could be good for either red or Reputation. And I'll include it here anyway, just as another option. It's very embellished and beautiful. It's not from Showpo, obviously, so that's why I wasn't super eager to talk about it, because I wanted it to be simple and in one place. But I didn't want to let that one go, because that one I think is a pretty cool option. And baby, I get mystified by these next looks. Having watched a lot of YouTube videos on the Eras tour looks that people are doing, Lover and Reputation seem to be the most popular eras to pick from. Reputation, I would say, for ease. I think it's kind of got the most solid overall look, and Lover is kind of the vibe of the whole Eras tour, if I'm being completely honest. The Eras tour is just an extension of what Loverfest would have been if not for COVID. I think it being also the start of the tour is a pretty good inspiration point. So it's a very special era for the Eras tour specifically. And so I think that's why it's pretty well represented overall. It's so fun. There's so many party looks in it. And because the Eras tour is so vibrant and fun and, you know, exciting, it is Lover. The tour is Lover, and that's why it's most represented. And I think that there's so many fun looks that you can do. So here are some options that I have from the website. I thought that this dress was super beautiful and romantic. This is definitely feeling like the Lover music video, I would say, mostly more than anything else. And this second one here is also I'm just kind of giving you Lover vibe. It's giving fun. This third dress, I think, reminds me mostly of the Me music video. Controversial, but could you imagine if you put like a flouncy little pink top underneath this, like a chiffon-y top underneath this? It would look just like the scene for I guess it's the chorus of anyway, I'll insert a clip. That's what that reminded me of. Now, if I were me, If I were me and I was doing anything from Lover, I would be doing the Me music video because I think it is by far the most iconic, other than You Need to Calm Down. Anyway, I think that this would be probably the easiest to replicate of the Lover's looks, other than the You Need to Calm Down little swimsuit and big pink jacket, which I don't know is an option in summer, is these beautiful and fun suits. These bold and beautiful suits. Now, it comes in so many different colors, but specifically for me, there's the pink, the blue, and the green. If there was a yellow one, that would really be everything to me. But yeah, we've got some beautiful looks. I think it would be really easy to make a look out of these. I think this would be a fun look. I really hope someone does this because it's so fun. And then I put this little kind of crop top beaded moment, which I thought could look cute under the suits, just to keep it from looking loud corporate and make it fun. Yeah. And the last one here is it's just this beautiful little dress, which I thought was just so romantic and pink. I really wanted to include it here. It was just a very pretty dress on the website. And I'm like, oh, someone could do something with this. Just accessorize. I believe in you. I'm doing good. I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no to these next looks. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Folklore, my favorite album. My most beloved album. The Eras tour in general, I think, is kind of hard for people who want to dress for Folklore. You're kind of looking like a granny or you're dressed completely for winter. It's very difficult, especially with there only being one music video. And then I guess if you include all of Long Pond, you've got a handful of outfits that you could really pick for this era that's not just inspired by the era overall. So a little bit limiting for us girlies. But yeah, I think there's still some options that I think you could kind of work with and turn into something. I've seen a lot of people get really creative. I saw someone dress as the Invisible String, which is just... That's maybe my favorite thing I've seen of the Eras tour. That's also my favorite song, so maybe that's why. Nevertheless, I found you some pretty options. Don't worry, Folklore girlies. I've got you. And they're not Nana fits. This first one I thought was just very beautiful. It's almost Nana. But it's definitely cottagecore, and I think it's nice because it's really structured. It's actually got an asymmetrical skirt, which is interesting. But yeah, I thought it would be fun. Also just fun in general for a kind of party. And the next one here is actually three dresses, which these reminded me so much of the dresses that she actually wears for the Eras tour in the Folklore section. It looks just like the Folklore cabin outfit. It's so pretty, and because there's all those colors that look just like the ones for the Eras tour, I had to include them. You could do so much with this. I definitely think this is a fantastic option. And then second to last here, I've got another one that kind of reminds me of one of the Eras tour looks. It's probably looking less like something that someone might wear to the Eras tour intentionally dressing for Folklore, but to me it still gave Folklore, so I wanted to include it because I think it is very beautiful. And finally, kind of still in Folklore, I found a dress here that looks just like the award show look that she wore for winning Folklore. So yeah, this is definitely something that I would have wanted to try and make on my own, but I lack time and probably skill and some enthusiasm to make it overall. But it's so beautiful, and I would love to see someone dress up in this. I think it's a really easy as a nod to that era to dress in something like that. So yeah, what must it be like to grow up that beautiful in these looks? I don't like a gold rush. I had to say this look. You've got three colors of this kind of bodysuit moment that is really giving the dresses that she wears for Evermore. It's so cute, and it would be so comfortable. Ooh, if you just did your hair a certain way, you could really make this look work, I think. This is definitely something that, if I didn't have another idea in mind, is what I probably would be looking at wearing. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty and would be so comfortable. This next dress, however, is definitely my favorite for the era. This dress looks very, very, very close to the Evermore dress that she wears with the cloak. It's very pretty. It's so cute. And could you imagine if you did some embroidery on it? Stop. I'm gonna faint. That dress kind of knocked it out of the park for me, and as soon as I found that, I was like, I don't need to look up anymore. But I found another thing that still could work. So if you're looking for something that's maybe less party, less showy, still want to feel like you're on vibe for something, but maybe you want something a little bit more subdued, still comfortable, and for the weather especially. I thought that this dress was cute and I wanted to bring it up. It felt very folklore Evermore, still kind of a little bit cottagecore-y. You could wear this in a bunch of different ways, a little t-shirt underneath it, and definitely make it fun for the look for the night. So yeah, I wanted to include that. Folklore and Evermore, they don't have that many options on the website because like I said, it's more going out dresses, and I think the other eras kind of lend themselves better to that, but there are still some options for you. And yeah, everything changes if you dress them up or dress them down. You could wear a stay or a corset on pretty well any of those outfits and make them even more of on brand for that theme. So yeah, I wanted to include them. It's all about how you embellish on the base being that outfit. So get creative, my friends. Meet me at midnight. Oh. Midnight's my beloved. Our most recent actual album, T10, it has some of the most fun actual Eras Tour outfits, and funnily enough doesn't really have that much representation on the website, although you can definitely chop and change things from different outfits that I've already shown to work for Midnights. But here are some things that I've found that I think are pretty good representations of the era. This first one being the one that I mentioned in 1989 that I said had a darker version of the blue dress. Here's this. I think that it's very pretty, and I definitely think that you could make it work. It's not giving specifically a music video or anything, but I think it's giving the vibe. And could you imagine if you put those silver star appliques all over it? Oh my God. Don't keep talking. That's the look. That's it. Someone do that. I'm begging. You can get those little sequin star appliques on Amazon. Someone make that happen on this dress. Thanks. I think something that's probably the easiest to do, is probably most comfortable, and is not only represented on Showpo, but it's also represented on a bunch of different fashion websites, are those sequin t-shirt dresses, kind of like the ones that she wears in the Lavender Haze part of the tour. However, they don't have one in a lilac on the website, or even a purple remotely. It's all black, but I still think that that's workable and doable. I know other websites do it in a lot of different colors, so if you're looking specifically for another color, you'll have to look on a different website. I also found a fully sequined purple dress, which I think if you didn't want to go the t-shirt dress way of the sequin dress, you could do this instead, and then a fluffy jacket. Although again, it's going to be really hot. Maybe don't do that to yourself and suffer heat stroke just for a serve, but it's an option. And the last one here is this kind of two-piece fringe moment. I thought that it was good for Midnights. There's also a bunch of different colors that it comes in. So if you like this silhouette specifically, you can find it in a bunch of different colors for a different era as well. I just really didn't know where to put it. Fringe is like synonymous with the Eras Tour. So you could really do this anywhere. It's up to your imagination and how you want to represent it, but wanted to include it at least here somewhere. So yeah, so that about wraps up my Eras Tour outfit options for you today. What did you think of the options that I presented? Are any of them speaking to you? And speaking of speaking, my outfit, which I mentioned earlier, inspired by Speak Now, that I will be wearing to the Eras Tour is this one. I didn't want to talk about it too much, give it away. If you follow me on Threads, or if you're in my Discord, which the links will be below, I did actually share that I was planning on wearing this dress. And the reason why I picked this dress over some other dresses is because I have already bought shoes, which made it very hard for me to find an outfit that worked with them. I bought gold cowboy boots because I knew I wanted to wear a purple dress for Speak Now. And having bought cowboy boots, something that I maybe never will wear again, I needed to make sure I at least had one outfit that it worked for. So I wanted to buy this dress and then embellish it with a bunch of different things. I'm thinking a lot of gold. And I also found these really pretty butterfly earrings that I think will look really cute. So yeah. There's tons of different outfits that you can choose from. There's tons of different inspiration. Obviously, there's things that I haven't mentioned. You could do something that's way more on the nose. I've seen so many fun things. So if you are dressing up for the Eras Tour, I'd love to know what era you're being inspired by. I'd love to know if you've got all of your outfits sorted. Give me all the information. I also would love to know what you hope your secret song will be for the Eras Tour on your show. I don't even know what I would like to hear. I'm so overwhelmed by the prospect. I know whatever she ends up playing is going to just become my favorite song. So let me know. Let me know how planning's going. We've not got long, lads. We've not got long at all. It's next month. It's next month. Anyway, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I will see you all next time. Bye.